Welcome to our final day in the craft shop at Catholic Camp. I'm so excited that I was able to spend this week with you, and I'm really going to miss you guys. So I hope you had a lot of fun learning about Jesus and God's creation and how we can take better care of God's creation and enjoy it as the wonderful gift it is. So before we get started with our craft, let's just remember all the fun things we did this week. So I have my little backpack, and so we made our sash that has all of our Bible stories and badges that we can remember what we did. And then we learned that Jesus is the light of the world, and we can share that light. And we have our little lantern. And then sometimes we get lost, but God will always help us find our way. And to remember that, we have our constellation telescope. And then yesterday we learned that we can be fishers of men and that we can also help guide others to Christ. So we have our net. So these are all fun ways of remembering all the fun things we did this week. And another way we can remember is our craft today. And today we are making a picture frame. So on the website, you should have had a link to print off a picture frame. So you just print it out. You cut along the edges, along the black line. So I have the final line we cut there. You're going to cut the inside of your picture frame. And just on the dotted line that it gives you. And then after you have it all cut out, you can decorate it, or you can decorate it and then cut it out, whatever way is easiest for you. You can use the themes we did this week, or you can make it any fun way you like, maybe with flowers or fun designs. Maybe you found some things in God's creation you want to use to put on it, and then you're just going to fold it. So hopefully you took some fun pictures this week of you doing your Camp Catholic at home, and you can print one out and put your memory in your picture frame. So I don't have any pictures yet from my adventures at Camp Catholic, but this past year for Christmas we spent it in a log cabin and had a nice Christmas dinner with my family. So I have Makayo and his cousin having lots of fun in an open cabin in their little walkers. And so I drew mine as my picture frame as a log cabin, and I put my little picture of them in there. And so it's just really simple. I just put some tape and put the picture in, and then just fold it over when you're all ready and done. So now we're going to put on our final badge. So our badge today is you can draw something like heaven or Jesus. So I drew a sun and clouds because in our Bible story today, we hear the story of Jesus going back up to heaven. We hear about the ascension. And so Jesus has been preparing us to be with him in his final home, heaven. So maybe, hopefully this week, you learn some ways you can help yourself and prepare yourself for heaven one day. So I have my little sun and clouds for my Bible story of the Ascension. So I'm going to cut out my badge. And I'm going to glue it on. So I have the 5 Bible stories we learned today. So we learned about God creating the world. We learned about Jesus being the light of the world. We learned that God helps us find the way. He gives us the 10 Commandments. We learned that Jesus called Peter, who was a fisherman, and called Peter to be fishers of men and bring them closer to Jesus himself. Then today we learned that Jesus is preparing a place for us in heaven, and that we are called to live a life following him and in all that we do. So I hope you had lots of fun and have a great day. God bless. Bye.